and shit. And I'm listening to this old nigga, and I'm like, he's like 26, I'm 16, 10 years old, and I'm saying, okay, so what? He said, yeah, this how you knock a bitch, man. When you knock a bitch, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you serve the pimpin', man. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, so he telling me all this shit, and this is the shit that didn't nobody tell me. All I know is I had a hoe because my partner JD gave me the bitch.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting educated, so now I'm coming home and shit, the bitch like, want to fucking suck. I'm like, hey, bitch, hold up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't you got a trick to catch, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, get your kiss me, get your trick. So I'm saying what these old niggas said.
Ken, lay that pimpin' down, man.
Yeah, baby. Come on.
The bitch Red looking at me like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, where you been? So we go to a little after hours. So all the pimps there, they got these little CD things like this, whatever, little plates. So all them niggas blowing. I don't blow, right? I'm young. I'm a kid. I don't fuck with no drugs. So they all blowing and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so the bitch, all the hoes sitting there. So the bitch, you know what I'm saying, she took a blow.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, bitch, what the fuck is you doing? You understand me? And another pimp, my nigga Tommy Dixon said, man, that's what we do, man. This is socialization. This is how pimps do it. I said, man, I can't do that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that shit. And so, it was just all that shit I was learning.
You get laced though.
Yeah, because all the pimps would blow and they would be around there kicking and blowing, talking pimping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas blew heroin, and that was just a culture that I wasn't really ready for at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like hanging with my little niggas, man. We'd go to the motherfucking the movies and shit. Niggas would get shot and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas would pull up and just stand out in front of nowhere all day, and everybody just driving up in the circles and shit. Hanging out parking lot pimping as we called it back then. That's the type of shit. These niggas was on some other level shit. So that kind of made me fade back like a Michael Jordan jump shot. Then I just started, hanging with my young niggas. We still, going, robbing and shit. I didn't want to just get full pimping, so I'm still robbing banks and hanging out with my nigga Doozy. And then I went back to jail. But then when I got to jail, one of the biggest pimps in Milwaukee came, Pimping Poke. So Pimping Poke was like, say, man, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, what the fuck you doing up here in Poke? You know what I'm saying? You a pimp, right? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, woo-woo. So Poke was like, yeah, man, this nigga named Pimpin' Sam. He got on my car, you know what I'm saying, and I had to shoot the nigga, right? You know what I'm saying, and
he killed him?
Yeah, he shot him and paralyzed him. So, you know what I'm saying, so he explained to me what pimping really was. This one I read, and I knocked the nigga starch off for a bitch named Bridget. He got mad, he kept one of my little pieces. I had somebody let him wear one of my pieces. He kept one of my pieces. Nigga was a karate expert. I ain't finna fuck. Nigga, go ahead, nigga. You had that shit, nigga. I ain't finna be fighting you by no motherfucking little piece of gold, because gold was really shit back then.
Yeah.
I said, this nigga tripping, man, over this bitch, right?
Talk that shit, fam.
But Poke say, Poke was like, yeah, man. He said, yeah, man. He said, man, when you get a bitch, man, we walking up on the basketball court, and this is a real prison. This Green Bay, this is a big ass wall, like a 40-foot wall. We walking the yard. He said, yeah, man, bitch got to be able, be able to lick your dickhead from this and in the court, that in the court without losing a drip. He said, bitch got to be a slave to a pimp. He said, yeah, man. He said, man, when your stomach growling, bitch got to have your plate ready. He said, when you going to light a cigarette, he said, bitch got to fumble 3 times to light the cigarette.
Come on.
He said, you got to have a whole soul. Now, I don't know this, right?
Yeah.
The other niggas didn't tell me this. This the biggest pimp in Milwaukee. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So he telling me this.
He lacing you, huh?
No, but what he taught me more than anything, what made me really get out of pimp is that, ain't no difference between an in-pocket bitch and an out-of-pocket bitch. Pimp and Poke said when Sam got his bitch, she did all the stuff that he said that bitch got to do, right? Yep. All that submission shit.
Right.
He said, you pimp with instructions. He said, you give bitch instructions. Hey, bitch, pick up this. Hey, bitch, go get me some water. He said, you pimp with instructions. He said, Sam mistaked it for love.
Ooh.
You understand me? He said, the bitch was so in pocket and the bitch was so subservient that he mistaked it for love. And he said, that's what a host supposed to do, bow down to a pimp. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to break the bitch. I knew how to go through, I knew how to talk pimp talk. So now, all the bad bitches, I had some pretty white hoes, pretty Asian hoes, all the bad bitches I had, you know what I'm saying? I had a triple bypass. I had all the sympathy removed out of my heart. So I was pimping with no sympathy. I was matching with no passion for my motherfucking ration. Yeah. So you understand me? That made me get through my career in pimping, become the most successful pimp ever, because I never fell in love with a bitch, or I never attached myself to a bitch, and I never wanted to be Pimping Sam. I never want to be the nigga that, you know what I'm saying, me give with a bitch that another nigga that pimped on and trained the bitch, you know what I'm saying, me to be in pocket and then mistake that training for love. You understand what I'm saying?
That's cold game, huh?
Right,
That's cold game,
yeah,
Pimp.
yeah.
That's cold game, Pimp. That's cold game.
This is my real life story, man.
Damn, kid, you don't fuck me up, boy.
Yeah.
You don't fuck me up with that, man.
Hey, can you denounce the pimps that holds down and the American pimp? Because a lot of brothers was going to prison off that because they wanted to be like you.
Well, the reason why I denounce it, my brother, if you look at Scarface, right?
Yeah.
You look at New Jack City, right?
Right.
That was in 80 something, right? 83, 84.
Exactly.
Right after Scarface came out, they put drugs into our community, right?
Absolutely.
And then, you know what I'm saying, every nigga started putting Scarface on their wall. Every nigga want to be Scarface. And then before niggas was selling block, just standing on the corner selling block. Once New Jack City came, every nigga started taking over apartment buildings. Niggas started killing motherfuckers and talking about some this, they turf.
That's right.
So you understand me? At the same time, you had the crime bill 1884 by your present president, Joe Biden. The crime bill 1884, which said that they're gonna have do the sentence enhancement laws where niggas gonna do 85% of their time. Then they came out with the gun law, the trigger law. So if you get your ex-felon get caught with a gun, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do 15 to life. So you understand me? And then they came out with CCA, Correctional Corporation of America. They started investing in prison. In 1979, think about this, Pimp. It was only 240,000 people incarcerated. You know how many people incarcerated now? 2.5 million.
Wow, 2.5 million.
Now you know what half of those people is. You know what 1.2. You know what 1.2.5 million motherfuckers is. Black motherfuckers. You know what the population of America? America's 5% of the world's population. We have 25% of the world's incarceration. So that means that out of 25% incarcerated in the world are incarcerated via America, right?
Yep.
And 12% of these are motherfucking African Americans in America. So look at this. Only 6% of brothers and sisters in America is eligible to go to prison. That means that your mama can't go, your little nephew, your auntie, they ain't eligible. But niggas from 18 to 34, which is about 6% of our population, we 40 million strong, north of 40 million in this country, that percentage is in prison. And so 6% of eligible motherfuckers comprise 12.5% of the world's incarceration. And the slavery is abolished itself on one duly commenced. So the 13th Amendment, you know, justify that. So when you look at, you know, niggas getting smart, niggas say, I ain't going for that. No, we ain't selling crack. That's a trap. You know what I'm saying? When niggas get hip to that, what do? They bring Snoop Dogg out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he's a pimp. 50 Cent, Pimp, Ludacris pimping all over the world. T.I., Pimp Squad, Click. You know what I'm saying? Pimp. Right. Everybody pimping. And then, you know what I'm saying? Right after that, you see 2020 and Dateline talking about, you know, human trafficking.
Yep.
And now they hit niggas with human trafficking. And then they got Pimps Up, Hoes Down. They got Pimping Ken. They got Juan, all us, you know, fostering this motherfucking concept of pimping. And all the time, it's the next wave of incarceration. So now the same thing they did with the drug gang, they flipped it and did it with the pimp gang. They glorified it, you know, put a pretty name on it, put us in all these videos. Then they hit niggas with the human trafficking. So you got to remember, 97, Pimps Up, Hold Down, you know what I'm saying, me about 2002, human trafficking.
Yeah.
Now you got about 30 to 40% of the young niggas that going to prison, going to jail for human trafficking. So me being a boss and Pimping Ken, I said I denounce Pimps Up, Hold Down because we are the ones that niggas wanted to be like. Niggas wanted to be like Pimping Ken because I was the real deal.
That's right.
You understand me? And them folks knew what they was doing, but it was all a trap. It was the same thing they did. Hollywood always come in before something dramatic happened in our community. They always come in, they glorize, they put it on TV, they create the narrative. We go out there as dumbass niggas, we follow those narratives, and then we get incarcerated and then perpetuate their system.
Hey, Ken, let me ask you something though. Suppose the nigga still just want to pimp, even though you said that. Suppose the nigga, it ain't got to be on him, it got to be in him.
Well, see, I ain't denouncing pimping.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, pimping is one thing.
Okay.
But human trafficking is another thing.
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying is that they got this shit misconstrued. They saying that it's human trafficking. Niggas ain't trafficking bitches. Hey man, every motherfucker that they locked up for human trafficking, 90.9% of the hoes kept hoeing.
On God.
You understand what I'm saying?
On God.
They kept hoeing, so it didn't stop. It didn't stop the hoeing.
No.
And then half these niggas got some trumped up ass charges. So that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know I said they know it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, I pimped in D.C. for about 10 years. And in that 10 years, most of those tricks were senators, right? And congressmen and you know, councilmen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but look. So what they hate more than anything is they hate that these little young African Americans from Detroit, Chicago, from Milwaukee, coming all the way to D.C. with these pretty ass white bitches, and they fall in love with the bitch because they think with their dick. You know what I'm saying? They don't think with their big head. They think with their little head. They tend to the zipper. So you understand me? You know, they get tired of their ugly ass wives and shit. Them bitches looking like a bag of rocks to hit them in the face, and you know they see these little pretty ass white bitches walking up and down the street. And they dick get hard, you know what I'm saying? And now they mad because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some white bitch is like, yeah, you know, my pimp is Pimping Ken. Okay, well, let's create a bill. Let's create a bill to lock Pimping Ken ass up forever. Because now they mad at me because I can do what they can't do. The same bitch that he paying pussy for is getting his money and bringing it home to me.
So basically, hey Ken, so basically, they ain't mad at the pimping. They mad because it's a nigga that's doing the pimp.
Yeah, well, see, pimping was created by them. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, they had the, during the Wild Wild West, they had the brothels.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They had the white hoes selling pussy like motherfucking 90 going north. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't us. Everything in America is created by them. You know what I'm saying? We didn't create Rolex. We didn't create Mercedes, Rolls Royces. This was shit that they had before. We're just falling into their culture, right? Yeah. We're culturating ourselves into their culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Vegas thing, you know, Las Vegas, you know, it's legal prostitution. The Bunny Ranch. A few other joints. So we know that this shit been around. It's just when the black man do something, cocaine been around forever. But soon we get it down, they want to get motherfucker life. I said, pimping been around forever. You understand what I'm saying? It was hoes in the Bible. You know, Mary Magdalene was a hoe.
That's right.
You know, they said whore-lots. Whore-lots is whores.
It's whores.
So you understand me? The shit been around since the beginning of time. You understand me? It was hoeing before it was pimping. Because a pimp can't be a pimp without a hoe. You understand me? The hoe got to get the money first.
That's right.
You understand me? The bitch encounter a fireman. Yeah. She encounter a gymnastics. She encounter a motherfucking policeman, and she encounter a motherfucking judge. And she'll ask neither one of them to say for pimping, but she come on, bring that home to trap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they want to say that out of all this in between shit that the bitch could have did to get saved, that pimping is the one that's forced to the hoe. No, hoes love to pay pimps. Yeah. Real hoes that's in this game, they love the game. And that's what motherfuckers don't understand, because soon as they leave a pimp, they go to another pimp. If they lock all the pimps up, these hoes still gonna be out here hoeing. Because these hoes got issues that go beyond. It's post-traumatic stress disorder. It's psychological issues that go beyond. It's like slavery. They say the psychology of slavery is that when niggas was freed in 1865, allegedly from motherfucking Abraham Lincoln, when niggas had said, I'm not working no more. Yep. So they said niggas is lazy. Niggas weren't lazy. Niggas view work as punishment.
That's true. That's right.
That's true. So you was forced to work for 250 years. Once a motherfucker let you go, I ain't going back to that plantation, man. Right. I'd rather run some gang. I'd rather run con. I'd rather smash one of these white bitches or break a bitch or something. You know, now motherfuckers creating hustles.
Hey, Ken, you laying the game, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just facts, man.
You laying the game,
master.
God damn, you laying the game.
Yeah.
Woo, Lord. Hey, Ken, you laying the game on these niggas, man. Hey, you spanking them with that pimp belt.
Yes,
you
sir.
You spanking them. You spanking them. Ken, so let me ask you something, man. You know, how do you think, what's some cool young players out there now? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the name, but
well, yeah, y'all got a lot of players in Atlanta. You know, we got a lot of players. See, a lot of these niggas, man, they follow my